We are a Dutch family and we sold everything to live on a sailboat. Join us traveling the world with our lovely kids on the smartest boat in the world. Last time we showed you Amalfi from land. Now we get to see it all from the seaside. But first, the captain needs to fix the Windex. This is a wind meter at the top of the mast. The old one no longer provided data. Fortunately, the new model fits the old holder.
Guys, it seems that the new Windex perfectly fits the fitting of the old Windex. As you can see, it comes a little bit more forward. It perfectly matches, so no need to replace the fittings. You see? Although you have to run the new gadget. Sorry for that.
The Amalfi Coast by boat is just as beautiful as from the road. But now it's time to drop our anchor again. We found a charming little beach, not accessible to the general public. We are still in the Amalfi Coast and today we anchored in a bay and we have a private beach. It's really lovely here. But be aware, even at the lovely beaches, you have to look out for the little monsters. Here I'm editing a new episode of the Luna vlog. I've had worse offices. And after a vicious pirate attack, we enjoyed the lovely Italian ambience. It's always a challenge to safely dock our tender. This time there was some rock climbing involved. We visited a nautical museum, and we witnessed a beautiful, dreamy Amalfi wedding. At the end of the evening, we had to retrieve our tender. That's the captain's job. This is all smooth sailing, the way I like it the most. But we are prepared for the worst. Let me take you back in time to November 2022. Because life at sea comes with a bit more risk than life in a house, we followed an STCW course with the KNRM. The KNRM is the Royal Netherlands Sea Rescue Institution, and STCW stands for Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers. This course is internationally recognized and mandatory for everyone who works at sea. The course at the KNRM is aimed at providing safety at sea and ensures that crew members have the necessary skills and knowledge to respond effectively to emergencies. During the course, we stayed at the SS Rotterdam, a former cruise ship, and we were transported in style in a water taxi. I was incredibly nervous because I am afraid of water. Prior to the course, we had to fill out a form with all our medical details, including any fears. So I ticked every box. Afraid of water, afraid of small spaces, afraid of heights, anxiety, check, double check. And that sparked a small argument with my beloved partner, because if we submitted this, we would surely be sent home. So I got a new form and I didn't tick a single box. My nerves were unstoppable, especially for the water part. The training is about basic safety on a ship, such as firefighting and fire prevention. We learn about different types of fires and which extinguishers to use. I had the honor to extinguish a very big fire. We practiced with breathing masks. These devices provide firefighters with clean air, allowing them to breathe safely in environments with smoke, toxic gases, or insufficient oxygen.
Okay, ready? Yeah? Mag zonder handschoenen eventueel.
We also navigated a dark room blindfolded with a gas mask, using the wall search technique. This is a movement used by firefighters where they move along walls with their hands and feet to feel for people or objects. This technique is part of their search and rescue methods in low visibility situations such as heavy smoke. Here you see a nice demonstration of the wall search technique. One hand against the wall to maintain contact and know your position in the room, with your other hand feeling in the space in front of you, and with your foot you search for obstacles or victims. This way you move along the wall and don't stray. If you come to a hallway, you count the number of doors and remember which door you entered. And this is what happens when a small gas bottle explodes. We also got to play with the big hose.
The steam is a problem. Ja?
And now back to the hotel in style, and tomorrow a new day. But first nog a cultural trip. Today we had the medical first aid course. First the theory and later the practice with an actress. They do it so well that you forget in no time that's just a drill. And now the part I feared the most. On the third day we did personal surviving techniques. This module focuses on survival skills at sea, such as the use of life rafts and survival suits. By the way, this is live action footage of me. This was the part I was extremely dreading. In a real emergency, if the ship sinks, you have to activate the life raft. Often it opens upside down and you have to flip it over. You do this by climbing on top and pulling. We practiced this in a pool in calm water. Knowing what I know now, it will be very difficult on rough seas. If you get rescued, you need to know how to be hoisted by a helicopter. First you drop the line in the water to discharge the static electricity. Then you can grab the line and secure yourself, after which you are hoisted up. Lastly, we practice climbing into a life raft in stormy conditions. Kai was the first one to jump in, and after him, I followed next. This was just a drill, but can you imagine doing this in the dark, in open sea, not knowing when or if you're going to be rescued? Thank goodness we survived. I'm very happy we did this training, because in the end it was really exciting. On large ships, life rafts are arranged a bit differently. They have actual lifeboats on board, which we also tried out. We also tried a flare gun. This you use to attract attention in an emergency. And then the party came to an end. This training gave me a lot more comfort how to act on sea in an emergency. But still, I hope I never have to bring this practice to real life.